Let's drop some color. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode here at Restoration Rescue. Again, I'm Chris. If you are new here, consider smashing that subscribe button, smash that like button, and help us out. But in today's video, what we're knocking out is we are gonna lay down some color on this interior of this cab so we can start getting that column that we rebuilt last time ready to go in this truck. So we're gonna probably only get the floors done today, which is awesome in its own right. We finally have our color, which we've chosen, which actually is a Nissan color. So online, we found another restorer who did the same project, and he wanted to get something pretty close to the original color. Getting the original fawn poly color was a little bit of a pain, so we found this, which is Nissan EVO, or Zero, which is called Sunlight Sand, which is pretty close to exactly the same color. Has a little bit different of a shade, but anyway, it's going to look amazing. So we have already prepped and ready to go. So pretty much we need to just pour this in our gun and we're gonna start laying down some paint. However, before we can paint, we do have some cleaning that we need to do out of this garage. I have let this garage get a little bit too dirty for us to do anything. I have garbage, I have tools everywhere. So we're gonna start cleaning up some of these tools, putting them where they belong, and then start putting some paint in our paint gun and get this thing painted. All right, so now what we need to do is we have got the interior cleaned down, we got it sprayed out. Yes, it does look a little brown, and that's just some dirt that is now in that primer. Tried to wash it off, not really much coming out, but now we are ready for our paint. So what I need to do is get my gun ready. I gotta stir this up a little bit, get it nice and thick and perfect. Get it in my gun, and we are gonna start laying down some color. I am so excited. I don't know if you guys can feel it, but I am more than pumped. We are finally making so much progress. So when you see this video, we are 2 days shy of 2 years on this project truck. And we have started from the very beginning when I went to pick it up. We had the funny tire story, and now we are here. I have a running engine. We are very close to a driving truck. We have the paint here for the interior. We are getting so close to having so much success on this thing. I am so happy for all the people who have stopped by, who have commented through the time being. We are very appreciative. Tim and I are so excited. I know Tim hasn't been here in a while, but he is a big fan, a big supporter, a big help in the channel, in the background, and keeping us motivated and keeping us getting one step closer to getting this thing driving so we can get this thing done. So we are going to mix up some paint. We are gonna get the paint in the paint gun, and we are gonna lay down some amazing paint. So let's do this. So like we said before, this is an OEM Nissan paint color that was on like a Maxima, which I'm gonna probably put in a little picture down here below. of what it looked like. So we have this thing pretty much shook up pretty well. It sounds really good. And we are ready to lay it down. Well, it does need some serious mixing. Good thing we have this right here, as that looks pretty brown rather than its right color. So we're gonna go ahead and we are going to start mixing. I feel that we have some thickness down here at the bottom, and we are just gonna mix. So it is looking a little silver. Might have to throw the cap on and shake up a little bit more, but this thing is gonna be looking amazing. The gold in this is starting to come out, and we are super excited. So we are gonna spend a couple minutes here stirring and getting this thing ready. This is pretty mixed up, we are going to lay some paint down. So I have a filter that came with the paint, and we are going to dump a little bit of the mixture in to our cup, and that looks pretty awesome. We're not gonna go crazy with the amount in here, as I don't want to waste any. I'd rather refill than waste. I do have quite a bit of paint to do, so we are gonna start laying some of this beautiful sunlit sand color paint down and get this thing looking incredible. Also, one thing before we start spraying is that the paint that's in here is ready to use out of the can once it is sprayed. So we'll put our cap on. I know my paint gun looks a little bit dirty. It has been clean. The outside is not as clean as the inside, but we are gonna hook up some air, throw on my gas mask, or my air mask, and we are going to start laying some of this beautiful sunlight sand down, which I am so pumped about. I'm so ready for this paint to go down and this truck to start looking immaculate. So let's go ahead, move over to the truck, hook up some air, and lay down some paint. So this is looking absolutely incredible. So we have completed one side for now. We're probably gonna come down and do a couple of coats of this, but we have that side pretty much done. I don't know if you can see it as well as it looks, but it looks incredible. We'll try and get a little bit closer as it dries. It looks perfect. It looked really gray in the can, which I was really kind of worried about, but once I started spraying, that beautiful gold came out. So it's like a sweet beige. It's a little lighter than I expected, but it is perfect. It is matching exactly what I thought it would from GM. It almost looks like it should be the GM factory paint. I can't express how excited I am that this is going down. We're gonna throw our mask back on. We're gonna come to this side of the cab and we are gonna start finishing up and laying a coat of this paint. We are probably gonna lay two coats and that'll be it. We are, however, only going up so high on the cab today. I don't wanna do the roof just yet because I wanna let the floor dry. I wanna let it dry so that nothing falls from the roof when we're painting and spraying up there onto the floor. There is a lot of dirt. I don't want to get it put on our fresh paint. So, like I said, it looks absolutely amazing. I have never been this excited ever. I haven't been this excited pretty much ever when it comes to cars, pretty much in my life. I am so pumped that this project is coming along, especially since 2 days from now is 2 years into this project. It is all coming together and hopefully soon enough driving. But we have that one done, that side done. We're gonna let that side dry. We're gonna spray this side and we're gonna make this thing look amazing. So as you can see behind me, that looks absolutely incredible. It has come out so good and I am so impressed at this paint color. It looks pretty much factory, except it's a little off. Nothing that I can almost tell. It looks pretty much like the original. I had a little piece of original that I compared it to and it is pretty spot on. It looked really gray in the can, but it came out immaculate. So the color code again is EV0, which is Nissan's color of sunlit sand, which is on the late 2000 or early 2000s, late 90s Nissan sedan. So like your Maximas and stuff like that. But I want to give a big shout out to R&E Paint Supply, who is the company that has delivered this amazing color. It is not too expensive. We purchased it, had it within about 3 days. When I was looking for OEM factory color, no, they did not go back that far, but they have amazing array of paints on newer cars. I am really excited. I definitely be able to use it on the 454 when I get their black, but it just came out amazing. This one is a urethane base coat. We also ordered from Summit some diamond clear coat that we're gonna lay on top of this. A little bit funny is why bother paint it? So we are planning on running a carpet. And the reason we wanted to go with this paint underneath is because someday I may decide I don't want carpet anymore and wanna go back to the original looking factory paint color and have it already there so I don't need to do it again later. This is just gonna encapsulate underneath this carpet and make it look good underneath, and I will know it looked amazing. So also is if I ever sell this, which I don't plan on, myself and Tim plan on keeping this in the company for as long as we can. And just this thing is incredible looking. The paint came out amazing. We are so pumped. However, and that is going to be a wrap here for today's video. It has been a long day. We got this laid down. We do have to come out at pretty much nighttime, which is why you hear those awful cicada bugs. But this is awesome. We are one step closer to laying it on the roof, have the complete interior painted. We have to paint the steering column, at least from the body parts back, and it is gonna look awesome. So thanks again for stopping by. We'll see you guys next Saturday when we come out with another awesome video of Restoration Rescue. Be safe and have a great week.